Everybody, Jerry Gross, Chartered Financial Consultant. Happy 2025. One of the things I've noticed as I work with my clients and we get them into retirement, I notice that they're actually afraid to spend their money. And when I go over with them, we see that they have a lot of extra money, but they're just not spending it. And I would ask them, why aren't you spending your money? You promised you'd go on vacation, you promised you would do a lot of things, and you're just not spending your money. And they have usually two answers. Number one, they tell me, well, in case I die too soon, I would like to, leave some money to my kids. The other thing they might tell me is, well, I don't want to spend all my money because, God forbid, I get sick or hurt and I have to go to a nursing home. I want to have the money in the account. Well, I'm going to show you what I've done to try to eliminate that for my own self, and then maybe some of these things might make sense for you. When I was 30 years old, actually 32 years old, I had my first child. Her name's Brittany. She's an attorney now in Florida. And I bought myself a life insurance policy, but it's a whole life policy. It's a kind that builds a cash value. This is a great way to save some money for forever. And I'm just want to show you my statement that I just was reviewing. Right now, the death benefit, if God forbid I died, the death benefit is $291,000. I invest $461 every 3 months. That comes out to about $2,000 a year. Or about, if you don't want to do it every 3 months, you could do it quarterly, like $150 a quarter. $150 a month. But look what I've done is, if I ever needed money for an emergency, I have $91,000 of cash in this contract that's gross tax-free, and I could use it to either help me with retirement. But if, God forbid, I die, this death benefit will stay when I'm 77, when I'm 87, when I'm 100, I'll have a death benefit. So I won't feel so bad if I spend too much money, because I know that if I do die, my kids and my wife would get some life insurance. I have another policy just like that, just like this, but I just wanted to share. You're 30, 35, 40 years old, you put $150 away a month or $2,000 a year. By the time you're in your 60s, you may have a nice little portfolio that lasts you for a lifetime. The second thing that I recently did is I sold a little bit of stock, and I'm very nervous about long-term care because, as you know, my dad was in a nursing home for 3 years, and now my wife's grandmom's in a nursing home. So what I did was I bought a $100,000 policy. It's a $100,000 premium, but I want you to know that after 1 year, I have $109,000 of cash value. So it's a savings account. It's growing money, and it doesn't have any risk. So here's what happens though. Let's say at age 80, God forbid, and I have to go to a nursing home, just like my dad did. Look what this policy did. It has $7,288 a month of benefit if I have to go to a nursing home. And it's good for 5 years. So if you take 7288 times 12 times 5 years, that's $437,000 of LTC benefits that I can use if, God forbid, I go to a nursing home. Now, if you look here, I got the preferred rate, which you have to qualify. You can get the preferred rate, you get the standard rate, or you can get what's called a guaranteed issue. Even if you're unhealthy, you can get a policy like this. You just would have a little less long-term care benefits. But once I know your age and your health, I can run a quote for you to show you how something like this works. Now, let's say you tell me, you know what, Jerry, I really don't have $100,000. My money's tied up in real estate or whatever. This was another case where I had a client, the husband's 64, the wife is 60. They didn't have a large lump sum of money, but they told me they could do $1,000 a month into a plan. It's $1,000 a month. Remember, the husband's 64, wife is 60. What that bought them was, for husband, $250,000 of long-term care benefits. For the wife, $250,000 for the husband. And also bought a $500,000 policy as well. So when the husband and wife die, their children would get $500,000 if they didn't use the money for long-term care. But let's say they didn't use it for long-term care, they didn't die. In 15 years, their money grew to about $177,000. So it's a little bit of a savings account. it's a little bit of a long-term care benefit, and it's a death benefit. So here's the idea, or here's what I'm recommending to people that get a little bit older. If you have life insurance going into as you get older, and if you have long-term care insurance, you know your kids are covered. You know they're going to get an inheritance. You know everything's going to be fine. Then maybe you'd feel a little bit more comfortable spending some of the money that you saved your whole life. So hey, give me a call. My name is Jerry Gross. My phone number is 215-355-4544, and my website is jerrygrossfinancial.com. Thank you.